Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kadash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching this truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Central Indians, and you speckled birds. And was a speckled bird, there'd be a Hebrew Israelite that looked like some of the heathen nations, like for example, a Hebrew Israelite that looked like a so-called white person, so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. I got some videos lined up about what's going on in America when it comes to plagues and chemtrails, pollution, heat waves or droughts, and what else? Whales dying, and pretty much showing you this world ain't your rest. I mean, this world ain't shit, man. This ain't your rest. This place is fucked up. Anyway, I just get straight to the point. Anyway, I'm gonna play these videos. I'm gonna get into the scripture, my best ability, say whatever God say through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Krahak Kadash. Lord willing, it be on me. Let's get it.
This brain rot era is basically what you're doing is you're looking and scrolling at dumb content, right? Content that is not allowing you to think. And your brain, which we'll learn, is basically, it uses the analogy, use it or lose it. And if you don't provide a stimulus, right, just like your muscles, you go to the gym, you need to lift weights for a muscle to grow. If you don't do anything, the muscle becomes dormant and it wastes away. Your brain is no different. So when you are not using your brain effectively, you're not providing it the stimulus, what happens? Well, you end up with cognitive decline
And the best stimulus would be this truth. And god dang trying to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah. I believe it. That's the best way to stimulate your brain. And use your imaginations too. To your best ability. Yep.
And because you're not training it to think, to critically analyze anymore.
You're always think about how to rule this world a righteous way. And how to beat the shit out of you heathens. Think of all kind of ways you could torture their ass. Oh yeah, get creative with that. The Lord gonna give you the ability, the brain power. Hey man, we need new bodies, bro. That's all I gotta say. We need new bodies, bro. But anyway, let me get back to the video.
If we don't use AI effectively and we're using it for this brain rot era, and the more times that we're spending on.
And if you ain't caught what she said brain rot. Yeah, people's brains on drugs or just rotten. Yeah, because people looking up dumb shit on the internet, looking at stupid shit, using the social media. I mean, use social media for, there's many ways to use social media for stuff, but these people are just stuck on stupid, man.
Social media.
But, social media is good for just one thing only. One thing good about social media is getting this truth out. And the Lord created the internet and all these social media platforms to get this truth out.
Rolling this.
And that's the only thing good about the internet and social media is the truth being pushed out all over the whole world.
Dumb content, we are leading ourselves toward.
But a lot of our people don't give a damn about it. So guess what? They're gonna get destroyed.
Was mild cognitive impairment, which is the pre-dementia state. And once we're in there, we can't get out of it. And it's just a slippery road down to Alzheimer's disease.
Now to a new report that shows Alzheimer's is on the rise, with nearly 7 million seniors in the U.S. now living with the disease.
We were talking about Alzheimer's, and I've been looking for somebody to talk about Alzheimer's because that and cancer are pretty much my biggest fears in life. I think it's 7 million Americans have Alzheimer's, and by 2060 it'll be almost 14 million.
We are seeing those Alzheimer's numbers go up, and now the Alzheimer's Association really...
Yeah, they're saying that the Alzheimer's can hit people at the age of 40s, 50s or 40s. Heck yeah, and you probably go way younger than that. Shit, yeah.
It's
already start losing your damn memory. And you wonder, the food and the environment, but maybe them vaccine shots is a problem, or the reason why. It gotta be something. Shit.
New report shedding light on a real issue. Nearly 7 million people are living with the disease. That's 200,000 more than last year. And the number of deaths from Alzheimer's has more than doubled since the year 2000.
More?
Yeah, it's going to triple by the year 2050.
Holy shit.
So currently the statistics are around 60 million people worldwide have that disease, so it's going to triple by the year 2050.
In a nationwide survey now, the Alzheimer's Association says 99% of those they questioned across the country said that brain health is as important as physical health.
When it actually accumulates in what we call plaques, these hard plaques, that's what causes neurodegeneration. If you look at a brain scan of an Alzheimer's disease patient, you can see their brain is shrinking, or there's holes in their brain on neuroimaging because these plaques are getting in the way. They're stopping the brain, the signals from cell to cell, which causes the collapse of your entire network.
I won't stop right there. You want to watch the rest of it? Somewhere around Sean Ryan, they got the full-length video. They got the videos broken up. I just seen this, or the Lord gave me this video earlier today. It's just a preview of her being interviewed by Sean Ryan, and I haven't watched the shit. I don't watch none of this stuff anyway. Sean Ryan, I believe he'll fucking whatever. He's CIA, so you know that nigga goddamn he under that umbrella. Yeah, he's property of Umbrella Corporation or whatever the hell. But anyway, let's get to the next video. Well, yeah, this place sucks. We need new bodies too.
All right, guys, I've been digging into this, and a bit concerning. Weekly emergency room visits for this are at record highs. Even the CDC updated a week ago. CDC data shows weekly ER visits for tick bites higher than usual. I've been digging into this to find more data, more concrete information.
Who's profiting? Major institutions are now funding technologies that can control insect populations and reshape agriculture that is tick infested. However, there is a major player here.
And you won't believe who's behind this.
What is going on with all these?
Oh, I know who's behind it. Esau Edom, so-called white man, man. Come on, bruh. Yo, it's your people. Well, I don't know. He could be a Jake, but then again, he a Edomite. Yeah, if he a Edomite, then yeah, yo fucking people, nigga. But it's Esau Edom, so-called white man. But he ain't white. He's red. He's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigga.
Ticks. Farmers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. There's alpha-gal syndrome skyrocketing. Pfizer has like this new Lyme disease vaccine. Billy Gates has patents on tick vaccines and stuff. What is going on? What have you heard?
You know,
yo, like I told you, it's Esau Amalek. Come on, bro.
I'd say it's fishy, but it's more a little ticky. The alpha-gal syndrome is literally where you get immediately allergic to meat and dairy. Something that Billy Gates has heavily invested into nowadays.
Esau Amalek, the culprit.
It's kind of weird.
The elite of Esau Edom, Amalek.
I don't know why, but yeah, we see these videos of these huge boxes randomly located in these farms with thousands of these.
Kind of crazy. Lots of people reporting boxes of these ticks being found. And I don't know about you, but I don't want some fatal allergy to meat and dairy, do you? And wait till you hear what the doctor has to say about this.
Looks suspicious. Looks real suspicious. Don't come at me. I'm just the messenger, but this box is just laying in our forest. I don't know if it's one of the boxes of ticks that the government's been handing out so freely.
Look, guys, this has been floating around for just a little bit, but it's getting worse. Even the CDC says that this is on an uptick. Now, you guys can do a lot of digging on this one, and there's a lot of what they call conspiracy theories, but really, there's a lot of reputable people talking about this now, including this doctor.
This is a public service announcement. Please share this information widely. The map behind me from a recently published study shows the general distribution of a type of tick called Amblyomma americanum, also known as the Lone Star tick, which is primarily responsible for causing a type of meat allergy called alpha-gal allergy, which is shorthand for the sugar molecule galactose alpha-1,3 galactose. This sugar molecule is found in mammalian meat except for in humans and certain primates, and when the Lone Star tick bites humans, it causes an immune response that could lead to a long-term meat allergy. Any type of meat product that also includes gelatin could cause severe, potentially life-threatening allergic reaction.
Shit, nigga, he put you to death, bro. That's a hell of a judgment.
It is not always consistent, and the reactions can be delayed by 4 to 6 hours and can make people very sick. The CDC estimates that close to 500,000 people in the United States are living with alpha-gal syndrome. This map behind me is a predictive model of where the Lone Star ticks have been moving, which is further and further north, likely because the temperatures have been steadily rising over the last several years. So it's important to reduce your chances of getting bitten by a tick when you're outside in the summer months. Ticks are typically found in...
Well, I'm outside in the summer months. Damn near every day. Cutting people's yards. In any kind of shit, whatever.
Grassy areas or in forests, so cover yourself with clothing, wear bug spray. After being outside, make sure you're taking a shower and doing a thorough tick check to make sure that you find any ticks and remove them as soon as possible.
Now, this has got me especially concerned because I'm out in the hills all the time, and luckily this last trip I didn't see any ticks, but I normally do, and I'm definitely not going to want to see the Lone Star tick, nor get even bit by it because I like meat. Now,
I got bit one of those suckers before, dealing with this deer. little baby deer I had to move from the fence line. I talked about before. I'll talk about it again. And my dog was going crazy. She picked up the scent of the deer. So I was like, she couldn't find the thing. I finally found the thing, and I tried to put it somewhere in another location. I didn't want to touch the damn deer, but I had to move him because my dog gonna break out of the backyard again and try to look for the thing. So anyway, I had to move the deer and make sure. I was hoping the deer would go away, go somewhere else, and it did. A cute little buckle. But that sucker gave me, I don't know, when I was looking for my dog in the wooded area outside of my backyard, either the tick got on me at that time or the tick was on the deer and it got on me at that time. But the shit was on me. It was on like on my outer area of my thigh and shit. No, actually it was on my hip. I found it on my hip. Yeah, that sucker was sucking blood off my hip. So I was like, shit. And it's a Lone Star tail. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, man, I had to pluck that sucker off, use my dog tick remover kit. I got it off, but I ended up getting itchy for about a week in multiple spots, but nothing else was wrong with me, but whatever.
Got these guys that go over some of the things that we're thinking and some of the stuff that we're finding that might shock you. And towards the end of the video, I'm gonna go over some things that you guys can do to protect yourself, including all natural stuff that works, to essential oils, and to the stuff that will really protect you if it's really bad, because some areas are getting...
I might need to get something. I got all that damn chemical-based fucking tick repellent stuff. Hey, fuck it, use it.
Getting really bad. And what you're gonna hear in just a few minutes, it makes this type of situation very scary. You see how small these things are? And look, they hang out by the ends of leaves like this, like end of grass.
Look at that motherfucking shit. Good God damn.
So that when you walk through the grass, even if it's low grass, they just wait to catch you. And then they get on you. They're a lot worse than a mosquito, I can tell you that. But these guys right here, they go over some of the sticky stuff. You'll see what I mean. Check out what they have to say.
What is going on with all these ticks? Farmers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. There's alpha-gal syndrome skyrocketing. Pfizer has like this new Lyme disease vaccine. Billy Gates has patents on tick vaccines and stuff. What is going on? What have you heard?
You know, I would say it's fishy, but it's more a little ticky. The alpha-GAS syndrome is literally where you get immediately allergic to meat and dairy. Something that Billy Gates has heavily invested into plant-based meats. Kind of weird, I don't know why, but yeah, we see these videos of these huge boxes randomly located in these farms with thousands of these ticks. The south, the southeast especially. It's really fishy.
You know, I'm not as conspiracy-minded as you. I'm pretty conspiracy-minded. You sometimes go off the deep end, which I like, I respect about you, but this one actually seems really sus. Check this out. Pfizer launches these trials in late March, phase 3 trials of a Lyme disease vaccine, basically. While that is happening, we see
and then it ain't got to stop with just Lyme disease. It can keep going. They can keep going with other shit too, if they wanted to.
100-fold increase in that alpha-gal.
And don't forget, I mean, what happened to all those mosquitoes they released? Yeah, they had some special kind of mosquitoes they released. Shit, they still out.
Tick syndrome, which is crazy.
Wow. Interesting time.
And there are reports of farmers finding boxes of ticks. That's like the crazy conspiracy angle. I would love to like look into that. If anybody below knows of legit sources of news on that, let me know.
Or send us videos.
Tanner boy Billy Gates is modifying ticks apparently in some lab. I guess they're not released, but why is he doing this shit, bro? Just go chill on the beach at your $1 billion house.
Yeah, insane, bro. I just don't get it, and it's a very interesting thing to correlate the 2 points.
My worry is there's so much money in getting people to not eat meat. You know, there was this conspiracy, not even a conspiracy, it's out there, that Twins documentary on Netflix where it told people to eat plant-based was funded by companies that make plant-based meat. They funded the Stanford Plant-Based Diet Initiative. Really sketchy stuff.
It's also interesting that Billy Gates has invested a ton in...
Man, they'll have some kind of shit that make people not eat at all, not eat anything, starve to death. You know, some kind of disease that makes you not want to eat anything. And if you do want to eat something, it'll just make you puke. You'll just end up puking your guts out if you try to eat anything. Even I ain't gonna say anything, but I was gonna say, if somebody came with the idea of smoking weed and end up getting the munchies, will that help? Now that won't help either. Shit. They'll have a disease that's that damn strong.
To American farmland, and is not using that for farming.
I would be bummed if I
ain't gonna play no more of this, but yeah, man. We need to get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, man, these fucking devils, bro. Anyway, let me see what this video about. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
If you got the mRNA shots, I've got some very bad news for you. They lied.
You know, they were just talking about vaccine shots for tick viruses. This shit here says scientists warn billions of vaxxed are contaminated with Tom Hanks disease DNA. Huh? You got this nigga's his blood in your. They did say something about the vaccine shot having Esau's blood in it or DNA inside of it. So damn, it's like damn near everybody's got DNA of Tom Hanks, that nigga. Yeah. Shit. And plus, what else they got? Spider DNA, monkey DNA, elephant DNA, crab DNA, tree frog DNA. You got DNA of a fucking cockroach. Oh yeah, you got cockroach DNA. These niggas, you like damn half human, half cockroach now. What the fuck? We gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Shit. And hell, for you unvaccinated, you're not safe either, because hell, you might come across somebody that let's say a dude come across some chick, and then y'all want to smash, and then the fluids be exchanged. Now your ass is part cockroach, part human, cause you just got to there. You had sex with her. You got sex with a cockroach woman, half human, half cockroach, and now you have human cockroach, cause you got the DNA inside you now. And you got, a sexual intercourse now. You can just end up getting a sweat bead on somebody. Somebody can sling a sweat bead on you and it absorbs in your skin, and you might end up getting sick or getting affected by the cockroach. I don't know. Shit, I'm just making up shit. But anything's possible. Anyway, let me get back to the video.
Spike protein never left your body.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, bro.
Your heart.
Look at this nigga right here. That nigga's a fucking evil ass motherfucker.
It's irreparably damaged.
You know that nigga touched too many children in his lifetime.
And right now, pumping through your veins, you're carrying Tom Hanks's DNA. That's right.
And cockroach DNA too.
The same Hollywood actor they chose to be the first celebrity COVID case was handpicked by the global elite to start in the greatest psychological operation in human history. His plasma, his blood, his genetic material, all of it was harvested and woven into the largest mass blood ritual ever performed on humanity. And after 5 years, the evidence is finally undeniable. The latest research out of Japan.
Goodness gracious, you got the blood of Tom Hanks inside you. No wonder everybody going fucking crazy, losing their goddamn mind.
And leading organizations in the US confirms, for those who fell for the psyop.
You got fucking, you got down the Forrest Gump inside. You got Forrest Gump blood inside your veins, nigga. Shit. I love Jenny. I love you, Jenny.
The nightmare.
Run, Forrest, run.
It's only just beginning. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. For centuries, the occult elite have known a dark truth. Blood is not merely life, it's raw power. From the sacrificial altars of the Aztecs to the hidden rites of secret societies, blood rituals were never symbolic. They were deliberate acts of power, spilling life force to summon entities, seal demonic pacts, and channel forbidden energy. The elites never stopped these practices, they simply scaled them, turning the entire planet into their altar. Let's rewind to the very beginning of the pandemic.
I would leave a message to say, or comment saying, no wonder so many people acting like Forrest Gump.
Most clear-thinking people were pushing back hard. They refused to follow the ridiculous authoritarian rules being dictated by Dr. Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, and their globalist machine. But then, the full force of the elite psychological operation slammed into the media, and the masses began to fold. Central to the psyop was the elite's favourite Hollywood star, the deeply compromised Tom Hanks.
Tom and his wife Rita stunned the world when they were diagnosed with COVID-19 in Australia in March.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are being cared in one of our world-class hospitals in Queensland.
And he just made this plea: wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands.
I remember. I remember that shit. Nigga was promoting that shit.
The celebrity canary in the coal mine for the coronavirus.
Tom Hanks wasn't just a bystander.
He was like the poster boy. He was like Magic Johnson and AIDS at that time. And this nigga here. Oh yeah, this nigga was spreading his damn cooties to you motherfuckers through a fucking shot.
He was central to the original propaganda.
Gave you the Forrest Gump disease.
He pushed the public to obey the very rules that were later exposed as worse than useless. They were psychological ploys straight from the elite's playbook.
We're approaching 3 million cases in this country. Does it shock you or surprise you that we're debating things like whether we should wear masks or not?
It disappoints me. I don't get it. I come from a generation that was still living with the credo that there is a part that we can all play in any form of national effort. I don't understand how something as simple as doing as little as wearing a mask social distancing, wash your hands, enters into any kind of fray of whether or not it's something we should all be doing.
But those rules weren't just useless. They were exposed by peer-reviewed scientific studies as completely ineffective. Then, the World Economic Forum openly admitted the truth. The masks, the social distancing, the lockdowns, they were never about health. They were a global compliance test on humanity. But let's get back to Hanks, because what he did next takes his role into much darker territory.
Actor Tom Hanks is now donating blood and plasma to help find a vaccine for the coronavirus.
Oh my goodness.
Hanks and wife Rita Wilson testing positive, and of course we followed their recovery here. Tonight, Hanks has posted images of the new chapter for him, his donation, encouraging others who are now
They're like pissed too. They done shit.
better to donate if possible. He says,
No, they ain't blood, nigga. That pee-pee.
quote, after the paperwork, it's as easy as taking
That nigga urine is what the fuck? This nigga been drinking too much Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And that's some dirty piss right there.
a nap.
The recipients of the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
These nigga here, like, look at him. He doing all that. They gonna kiss him on the neck too, fucking faggots.
The man whose Hollywood star gets vandalized almost daily wasn't shy about spelling it out for anybody still slow on the uptake. His DNA.
What was that? Tom Hanks Hollywood Walk of Fame. Star vandalized by anti-pedophile activists. Yeah, goddamn. Was it the Epstein? Yeah, the Epstein class.
It's out for anybody still slow on the uptake. His DNA was going into the vaccine, in the largest occult blood ritual ever performed by the global elites in the war against humanity.
Well, a lot of the question is what now? You know, what do we do now? Is there something we could do? And in fact, we just...
we really got to get the fuck out of here, man. And we found out who DNA, which Edomite DNA was. It doesn't really matter, but now you got to see it's this nigger. It has to be this nigga right here. And yeah, I dropped that comment saying, no wonder so many people acting like Forrest Gump. Shit. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, they leaning, bro. And this nigga here, draws are showing. They like they doing the Matrix. Shit. San Francisco, yeah, zombie land. Damn, bro. Jake through, bro. Jake is through, bro.
Youngster, pull your pants up. Pull them up.
The dog look like he been tranked too. Shit, ain't no tell. I'll say the dog was trained. Nah, they ain't put no drugs in that dog.
What y'all getting up? Fitting on? Somebody stepped on it? It was an accident. Okay, y'all stay there. Stay safe. All right.
Man, they say San Francisco used to be pretty. Shit. And this is one location. Shit. Oh, that shit says stay in school. Spray painted. Shit. Even they talking about stay in school, they doing same drugs on the streets, they doing the same drugs in the school. Shit. Heck yeah. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, man, shit. Let me go ahead and let me see. Now let me let it keep playing. I want to get in the description. Let me say that for when I get these 2 videos out the way.
Are evil?
Matter of fact, let me play this.
This is Dabu 7. And we've got an alert here for nearly 1 million people. They're saying that the Southwest is getting hit right now with this massive plume of toxic particles, and that today this is skyrocketing, and certain people should heed caution here. They're saying this is very hazardous air. And in the past, we used to put these alerts out, and they would say that people that are sensitive to these things, that you should go inside and use caution. Now, we're in ranges where they're saying absolutely everyone is going to be affected by this. They have a scale here that goes up to 500. And once you cross from 300 to 500 in that range, that's where it's getting super bad. And specifically places in California here, they're looking at and warning that all this air pollution can cause inflammation, breathing difficulties, other health issues. They say that days with severe hazardous air can worsen the respiratory issues like asthma. It can contribute to heart attacks and strokes. And you have a lot of wildfire kicking up out there as well, mixing in with what they're saying are heavy particulates being emitted from factories and a strong west wind coming from the west that's pushing all this stuff together in towards certain areas. And they're saying that approximately 400,000 people are in the largest area of hazard here, which is Yuma, Arizona, currently on Monday. They say that California's Imperial County has about 180,000 people there that are facing the same issue, and they also are putting out air quality alerts for...
Yeah, I think there's a fire going on in there, because this video, the last video, talk about a fire.
Coachella Valley, where there's some 400,000 people.
It's probably a perfect opportunity when there's fire and there's smoke building up. Perfect opportunity to start burning some other shit and spraying some other shit that's more lethal than the damn smoke. Heck yeah, perfect opportunity.
And in Indio, Palm
dispose of some chemicals and I don't know if it's some whatever. Anyway,
Springs, Cathedral City, Palm Desert, La Quinta, Coachella itself, all that is under this alert. So a lot of people getting hit with this. Just wanted to put the alert out there and let it be known. If you're seeing anything like this in your neck of the woods, let me know in the comment section below. Again, they track this stuff in a scale from 0 to 500, and they also track the PMs out there. And they say PM10 is a type of particulate matter that is very tiny. It can even be formed in liquid droplets. So just be cautious. Know what's going on out there. Apparently, many cities under this alert. Just wanted to give the heads up. If you are in this area, get inside where there's an air conditioner or something that filters the air. And they say do not use what they call swamp coolers or anything else that's going to pull in air from the outside without being filtered.
Yeah, what are they when you got a cooler and you put ice or ice water in it? It's like a ghetto version of an air conditioning unit. Yeah, it helps out. I forgot how they set it up. It's like a use electric fan or something, or whatever. It's the shit. Well, you can't hardly drink the water. You can't hardly eat the food. You can't hardly breathe the air. Boy, this got to be great living here in America. And not just America. This shit gonna be like this all over the world. But America, it's got to be, you got to love living here. Because I damn sure don't. Shit. You got to be out of your fucking mind to love being here in this motherfucker.
Are evil forces spraying the population with mind control gases, biological warfare chemicals, or high-tech weather modification technology? A surprising number of people, including multiple government officials, believe the answer is yes. That so-called chemtrails are real. The scientific community has consistently debunked chemtrails and any
claim. Yeah, because they know it's real and they don't want to spray it. Now, I watched him, was it Elder Malcolm on video? He was saying that for, what was it? Some days, they say that the chemtrails haven't been spotted. And he'll say that other brothers, I still see some of those motherfuckers. Here in Georgia, I mean, they could be spraying it, because what they do, they spray in one location. They probably ain't spraying a lot, but they are still spraying them motherfuckers, leaving X patterns. But they're not so crazy, like, I only seen two long strips making it like an X. I think when I was in my parents' subdivision. I was driving through my parents' subdivision heading to their house. I seen that, and that was it. I didn't bother looking at the sky too much and too long. I had to keep my eyes on the road. But them niggas weren't dumping it like they usually would. Oh man, it seemed worse. But these folks acting like this shit ain't real. The motherfucker, if they poison your food, the water, When you know damn well they poison the air. Shit. Goddamn, get in hell. Get the fuck out of here.
Claims to the contrary have been dismissed as baseless conspiracy theories. Until now. Chemtrail true believers claim
And they only gonna say it's that until now, yeah. And this is New York Post. New York Post be full of shit at a lot of times.
a series of government documents, including a declassified top secret CIA report.
Oh man, they been so late on this shit. And see, we knew about this shit. We talked about this shit. But guess what? Cloud seeding. But now they put it on mainstream media and now they're verifying that it's true. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. They full of shit.
Reveal the awful truth. And even the United States Secretary of Health has vowed to stop this sinister poisoning of the skies.
I'm going to do everything in my power to
They say they're not doing so much of it because now the budget on the chemtrailing is so expensive. They'd rather just use that budget for war. I'm like, man, all they got to do is keep printing money. They going to keep spraying people no matter what. As long as people believe that the money has some value and all that other shit, people don't know what the fuck is going on. A lot of people dumb as fuck and get high on them chemtrails. They don't know. But anyway.
So were the conspiracy theorists right all along? By the end of this video, you will know what the top secret documents reveal, what the science data shows us, and whether you need to be worried about what...
See, it's funny how they want to put this out here. And you know this shit is controlled, man. What is it? The New York Post and the Sun. The Sun, I think, is like the British version of the New York Post.
Being sprayed in the sky. I'm gonna dive in and make this make sense.
I'm not gonna play too much of this. If you want to watch this shit, be my guest, be my guest, be my guest. There go the title of the video, because I don't want to spend no time watching this shit. Oh shit. There go the title of the video, there go the channel.
Our evil forces.
Anyway, I just want to zoom out. Let's get to the next video. Oh, before I do, let me go ahead and get the scriptures. What we're going to start off with? Micah chapter 2, verse 9. Let me see. No, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. This place gonna destroy you. These devils gonna destroy you, spiritually, mentally, and physically. With every kind of thing they got in their arsenal to kill all you Israelites. Shit. And we gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get the hell out of here. Because if we don't leave our end time, then no flesh will be saved. And I'm getting to that right now. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days be short, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. So the Lord, our Lord Yahweh shall speed of the time for the elect's sake. I was gonna say for us. But I don't know about me. But for the elect say, I'm a hopeful elect. We all hopeful elect. We just don't know who is who. We're just going to say for the elect's sake. Yep. And I hope I'm part of that number. You better hope and pray you part of that number too. I hope and pray. I don't want to just say hope. I hope and pray I'm part of that number. Because, man, I'm just tired of this fucking shit. Man. And it's so funny, not even the lies these niggas is poison. I mean, damn. That bullshit, that you know how these mother people be acting like you crazy, but they know it's true, but I just sick and tired of this shit. Anyway, and you got dolphins found, not dolphin, what is this, a whale found, a gray whale found dead, beaching themselves. Let's see what they're talking about. No flesh should be saved.
Whales dying at an alarming rate. How that might...
Yeah, the whales dying at an alarming rate. Why is that? Because the wicked rule in the world. Shit, that wicked vibration. These faggots. These fucking faggots. Let me calm down, because this video going on YouTube. But, the baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fuckers ruling the world, and they fucking it up. Yeah, Amalek, Esau.
Impact the food supply.
And the rest of these heathens. Because, yeah, the rest of these punk-ass heathens from Moab, the Chinese, and whoever else, you punk-ass heathens, fucking up the planet, too.
16 gray whales have died so far this year, washing up on Washington shores. It's a record, and researchers say we could see even more in the next few months. So Cover 7's Brandon Thompson helping us understand this here, and Brandon, researchers think they do know what the issue is.
It's just not enough food for these whales. Now, May is typically the worst month for gray whale deaths, but just look at how tragic the start to this year has been. It started in March, but the...
Oh, let me go ahead and get this scripture too. I forgot about that. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. People mourn, and the animals too. Every living creature, even the microscopic. What the fuck? Hold on, my theme song coming on. Cool, me. A customer of mine saying she don't need a yard cut this week. I thought she did. She needed a cut. These folks' yard so dry, man. And they about to get some grain. It's about to get shit. It's about to get damn, I can't even think right now. Let me get back to the video. It's gonna rain. It's gonna start growing. I need to cut some more yards, man.
Whale that washed up in the Willapa River about 20 miles inland, that really got people's attention. Now, the previous record was 11 whales dying in a year. We hit that on April 17th. Now, earlier this week,
You were thinking it could be something to do with that damn... Well, there's a whole lot of reasons. But what's going on in Japan, where they had that earthquake back in 2011 or 12, and they had that damn radioactive material get leaked out. That nuclear power plant leaking radioactive material, and it's probably still fucked up that same area.
16th whale was found dead, and researchers say they expect more this spring. It's a year like researchers have never seen before.
I've become just increasingly alarmed with what we've been seeing this year.
Every year, the mammals migrate from the coast off of Mexico to their feeding grounds in the Arctic, passing the Pacific Northwest along the way. A record 16 gray whales have died so far this season.
Part of what's troubling us is we're still early in the year, and our peak month is typically May.
John,
they know what the fuck is going on. They just act like we don't know. Yeah, you do know what's going on. And ultimately, these creatures just tired of this place. They tired of this place. The people that's ruling this world fucking everything up, and the vibration of it is so off. Damn.
Calabacitas, the founder of the Cascadia Research Collective, has studied the animals. Of all that have been examined, every single one has shown signs of starving before they made it to the waters where they replenish every year. This started in March, most of the whales washing up on Washington's coast, including half a dozen around ocean shores. But 3 whales have been found in the inland waters of Puget Sound, and Calabacitas says that's a sign of their desperate search for food.
What we don't know is how successful those efforts.
And then the food they're looking for probably dying out too.
Which would be, and certainly these mortalities show that's not going to be able to sustain the population at anywhere near its normal carrying capacity.
In Alaska, fishing for king crab has been canceled in recent years. While this year it was back, Calabacitas says it's related to the same issue.
So we can really, use them as a little bit of a wake-up call. And they're huge fisheries, from the, Alaska king crab and other fisheries that we rely on that would be impacted by some of these changes.
Now, boat strikes.
Yeah, no flesh, bro. Yeah, shit, everything gonna be dying, man. If this devil here continue ruling the world. I ain't never seen a whale before in my life, and I sure like to see them. I seen dolphins when I was on a cruise ship. It was a pack of them. They were like, I don't know how many. It was pretty, but I like to see them in real life, and I want to play with them. I want to swim with them. I want to communicate, talk to all the animals, and I want to hear how happy they are that they finally got the righteous rulers ruling the world. And they just happy as can be, doing backflips and somersaults, and either out of water or on the ground. If you're a monkey or you're a dolphin or whatever the hell, you're an elephant, you standing on your hind legs and you just cheering. I want to see how happy the animals be when Yahweh Shah is here. Because I know damn well they miserable here with these monkey ass heathens. They got goddamn piss and shitting all everywhere. Fucking nasty niggas. We gonna have these niggas in cages. And that's another thing. Had all these animals in cages. We gonna have these heathens in cages. Heck yeah. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna have some zoos. Human zoos for these damn heathens. Heck yeah. Especially for Esau and Amalek. Let's get to the next video. Damn, I hate this shit.
Wow, they must be letting a lot of water out of Lake Powell right now. It's so dry right here. We were here last year during Easter, so around the same time, and this rock had water all around it, and there was
woo
small boats, paddle boarders, kayakers that were able to boat around the rock and everything, and now it's just all completely dried up again. We've been here now for about a day and a half. We haven't been here for 48 hours yet, and we've been able to watch the water go down just sitting here. We've been keeping an eye on this area right here, kind of watching how far it goes every day. And I don't know if they like continue to let water out to feed different areas. I know this feeds like California and areas.
And this water indeed feeds into many different areas that depend on this, as this drought is hitting record levels in many places. Some are saying they're facing like biblical type of stuff here, especially the farmers, with compounding effects of having no water, then no fertilizer. Those two key things right there are going to affect crops big time this year. And you have all the spraying, all the
famine of bread,
geoengineering that's going on out there. We see crops failing, herds shrinking, and the weather weaponized by and large. It's called.
I wish they stopped saying this shit and just say it's the Lord that's bring these plagues. I had one thing. These devils, these heathens got their ways of manipulating and adding things into the climate and all that shit. But man, it's ultimately Yahweh Shema Shah laying the smack down on y'all candy ass proud mother suckers. Damn, with plagues and the shit. Fuck a heathen, what they got and what they doing. It's the Lord. Shit.
The drought here is a weapon, no doubt about it, and they will continue to use it.
Now, the drought is a plague, but it could be a weapon, but it's also a plague too.
In my opinion, and remember, behind the
it ain't no opinion on that. It's a fact. It's a plague from Yahweh Shema Shah.
Drought can come massive storms that dump huge amounts of water, and when the ground is rock hard, it will not soak this up immediately, and that water will flow right over top of it and cause a lot of flash flooding problems big time. Things to think about. It doesn't look like it's getting any better, and it looks engineered indeed. Join me for the live shows.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 38 was engineered by Yahweh Shema Shah, not by no fucking man. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna give no credit to no man about what they doing with the nature. Fuck that. It's Yahweh Shema Shah. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 38. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad at their idols, upon their idols. That'd be America, pretty much, because this is the land where everybody worshiping anything, any entity or whatever the hell. And the Lord's drying it up, and they gonna ultimately dry it up with nuclear fire, especially fire from the chariots too. Let's get to this last video, then I'm gonna sign out. What is it? Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Yep.
Okay, I got closer to it. But there's this fire and there's a fire over here. Why? Why is this fire happening over here? That has been the fire.
They damn controlling this shit. They trying to start more fires.
I'm confused. Ah, look at this car. Look at the car. That's crazy. That must be a police.
You can tell that's an Israelite. You know, I know this is off the record. Yeah, Eve right here. I don't know. She look like she could be. She Northern Kingdom.
I think that's somebody's farm. So that's, look at the fire flames.
Move on to the big brush fire burning in Buckeye. The Hazen fire broke out in a riverbed on Saturday and has scorched more than 500 acres so far. Let's go live to Jacob Luthi, who's been covering this fire since Saturday afternoon. Jacob, what's the latest tonight?
Yeah, Brian, I mean, this fire remained 0% contained. There was some progress made overnight. It seemed that the cooler temperatures had done some work, but this wind that you can obviously see and maybe even hear through this mic, as well as the temperatures, have definitely made this fire much more difficult to
I guess they're trying to put some data centers there, right? Just like here in the southern part of Georgia, right?
contain. As you can see, that gray smoke that continues to burn as it has since yesterday around 2 p.m. Again, it burned all through the night and has continued to do so through the day. The biggest difference, though, between today and yesterday is that there is aircraft now involved in this firefight. Now, we're told that 85 crews from across the state, including the Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management, as well as local fire departments, federal partners like the Bureau of Land Management, are all on scene, some of them using their dozers to maintain those containment lines. Again, hand crews, engines, water tenders, and now aircraft to battle that fire from both the ground and the air. Some neighbors that we spoke to tell us that while they've not been told to evacuate yet, they're keeping a close eye and say they have their bags packed just in case. Now, we also saw people earlier today transporting their livestock and horses from the nearby equestrian center. Again, they weren't ordered to do so. They were just preparing for this fire because obviously this is right there in their backyard. Now, some areas, especially the southern flank of this fire, remains too dangerous for crews to access, but teams are closely monitoring that from a distance. Meanwhile, the fire has shifted, now pushing to the north and northeast, whereas yesterday it was moving westwards toward Highway 85. Now, officials say this type of salt cedar fire burns hot and fast, with those hidden ash pits adding to the danger.
Fire was very active throughout most of the night. It kind of quieted down early morning when those temperatures cooled down this morning. But once we saw an increase in our temperatures this afternoon and that wind started to pick up, that's really where we started to see that fire activity pick up as well.
Yeah. Which way is it moving right now?
So it had to be a balloon that hit a fire line, or power line, not fire line. But it had to be a balloon that did it, or a damn squirrel. You know what I mean? The governor of my state, they said it was a balloon, or maybe a man was welding a fence, and he was repairing his fence, and he was welding, and it caused a fire, and yeah. Well, most likely, I believe it was a balloon that popped and it made a damn power line lose connection and fell off and hit a dry spot. It landed on some tumbleweed, on some dry shit, and started a fire. Yeah.
The fire's pushing to the north and northeast.
Now, I just want to show you, just for reference, we have it zoomed in on the grass here, just so you can get an idea of just how active this wind is, and it's really making it difficult for crews. I will say, just about an hour ago, it was white smoke. None of this gray smoke was here, and then boom, all of a sudden you just see all of this gray smoke and the wind just picking up. Just tells you how quickly the wind can make a difference and how quickly these fires can move. The Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management says 4 single-engine air tankers were ordered to target spot fires, but is not being used on the main blaze. And of course, the air support does not replace the firefighters that are on the ground doing this work. Now, we were speaking to some neighbors who told us that they had their other neighbors evacuating because they said that the air quality was...
I'm gonna stop right there. Actually, let me see what this is about.
0% contained. Behind us, we can see the orange glow of smoke.
All right, that's enough. But hey, man, these the players of Yahweh Shemal Shah, and he's visiting, or they're visiting this place for sure, showing that they are fully active and they bring in judgment, plagues, all kind of shit to you proud people. And man, I pray the Lord have mercy on me. You gotta do the same thing for yourself. While you building a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shemal Shah, repenting and praying and hoping to get the heck out of here. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Yep, and that's all I got to say. But seek Yahweh Shemal Shah by seeking his prophets and take heed what to say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shemal Shah by praying Yahweh Shemal Shah, praising Yahweh Shemal Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shemal Shah, fearing Yahweh Shemal Shah, and repenting of Yahweh Shemal Shah. To all the men out there pushing this truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shemal Shah, stay humble. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shemal Shah, stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order. Yahweh Shemal Shah. Peace and bless to the hopeful elect and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.